What's up guys, it's gonna be Sean. Welcome to today's video. So today's video is gonna be a more in-depth guide of installing my card dealer. So the last few months there's been quite a lot of questions about how to add extra card dealers, extra spawns, and especially how to add or restrict vehicles to certain jobs. So the config file have changed a bit since last video, so thought I'll just make a new one. So first off, you need to go to the GitHub page. There will of course be a link in the description for that, and you'll just need to go ahead and click download zip, and that'll of course download the zip file right here. And I'm gonna be using WinRAR to opening this file. When you open it up, you'll see there's a master folder. Make sure to open that up. If you try to just drag this folder into Gmod modules, it will simply not work. So just go ahead and open up that, go open up the master folder, and you want to drag the TCB car dealer or car folder into Gmod, Addons, Precache modification, Lua, and _modules. So just drag that into there. Of course, if you're on a paid host, you will connect through FTP. And if you don't have Precache modification installed, you can go ahead and check my first video in my Precache core setup series. There will again be a link in the description for that. So when you have done that, you can go ahead and close WinRAR down and open up the folder. So in here there is a file called sh_config.lua. Just open that up, and you can see if you scroll down to about line 41, there's a map name right here. So what you want to start off by doing is changing this map name to whatever map you're using. I'm gonna be using gm_construct, and I'm just gonna go ahead and save that. So at the moment I have a server running on that map, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get the positions right now. So I want the card dealer spawning right here, turning that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up my console and type in get pos. Just give me this little red string, and I'm gonna go ahead and copy this into my file. Just make sure to remove it afterwards. If you don't do it, it will give you errors. So you just want to go ahead and look at these values, this one, this, and this to start with for the position, and kind of just round them off. So 990 minus 450 and minus 80. That would be fine. Then we look at the angles. So 0, 180 minus, oh no, just 180 and 0. So we now have that. We also have the possibility to change the model. So if you want to do that, you can go ahead and hold Q down, go to the category you want to use, find a model in here, right click and copy to clipboard. So just gonna go ahead and paste that into here, and it should change when we restart the server. Now for the spawns, it's pretty much the same. You want to go here somewhere, type in get pos and console, copy it into your file again. Again, just make sure to remove it. So again, look at these numbers, and I accidentally opened the Spotify right there, so that's great. But you want to go ahead and change these values right here. So 120 minus 40 and 35. And just go ahead and do the same for the angle again. So 0 minus 180 and 0. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this, but again, if you want more spawns, you can just go ahead and copy this, put a comma and insert that right there, comma, insert, and just change the position and angles. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use one spawn. So we are basically done with that. Just remember to remove that again. If you want to add more card dealers somewhere else in your map, you want to copy this whole table right here, add a comma at the end, and just paste it under it. If you're using more maps, you can go ahead and copy the whole table right here, and just go ahead and change this map name here to RP_something here. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use this for a single map. So what we can do now is go ahead and look at the vehicles. So down here we can look at one of the examples right here. We have an Audi R8 TDM vehicle. So we need to find this name somewhere. We can do that by opening up the Q menu, going to vehicles, and finding the vehicle we want to add. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this one, the Cadillac, and what you basically do is just right click and copy to clipboard. Then you can just go ahead and paste that into there, and you can change the price to maybe add a 7 there instead. If you want to restrict it to certain players, jobs, or something like that, you can use the custom check. This may require a bit of lure knowledge if you're not doing the basic checks like I'm gonna do right now. So we're gonna go ahead and custom check is equal to apply end. Please remember the cases here, so lowercase c and lower or uppercase c on the check. So what we're gonna go ahead and do here is return, and then we can do a condition. So I'm gonna do apply team is team underscore citizen. That will basically do so only citizens can spawn this vehicle. We can also do get user group. User group is super admin. Or we could also restrict it to a certain Steam ID. So apply Steam ID is equal to Steam underscore something here. So as you can see below, there's some more examples of how to do this better. So table has value, so you can add more more groups here. You can also do that with apply team if you just change that to team instead. But there's also this client thing, so return client all. This will basically do is it will display in the menu, but you will not be able to buy it. So if you want to kind of show off your donated perks, you can just add the client all, and it'll just get a message that they can buy it. So when you have a custom check, you can also add a custom check fail message. So just make sure there's a comma at the end right there. Just gonna go ahead and return true, and you can just paste that into there and just write in the message so it will see if the custom check fails. So it could be something like if you look down here, this vehicle is only available for admins or higher. So that is the message that was displayed in the right left or in right bottom when they try to purchase it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that because this is fine. Go ahead and save that, and then the last thing we need to look at is the settings. So up here in the top we have test drive length, quite explanatory. That's just this amount of seconds you can test drive a vehicle. So when you click or from you click the button to it running out, you can test drive it. Then we have the sale percentage, so that's just the amount of money you will get back. If you buy a vehicle for $1,000, you will get $750 back. Then we have the store distance, so that's the distance the car can be away from the car dealer when you're trying to store it. Then we have the color picker, and that's just a little picker up in the top, so you can select a custom color when spawning the vehicle. Then we have a random color, and that's for the menu. It will not affect anything else, I believe. So just in the menu, it'll select a random color for each car, so it kind of look nicer. Then we have a check spawn setting right here. It can be a bit tricky. I've experienced some kind of bugs with it because there's been some weird entity blocking the spawns, so it basically failed and couldn't spawn the vehicle. So I would suggest maybe keeping that off. You can turn it on and maybe see if it works for you, but there's been some problems with it. So then we have auto enter, so that will basically just do so you automatically enter the vehicle when you spawn it. Kind of easier for the players so they don't have to get out their keys and unlock the vehicle. Then we have Precache. So this is a real nice feature. When you normally spawn a vehicle like this one, maybe you'll see you'll get just a bit of lag, just a second or so, and that this setting will basically prevent that. So what it's doing is it's loading these models when you're joining the server, and when the server is starting up, So the server will take a bit more time to start up, and the client will have a bit more loading time. But it will definitely help the server, I would believe. So there's good and bads, but I would say it's mostly good. Then we have a debug option, not much to worry about there. And then we have the frame title. So that's basically just what will display in the menu in the top left. So that's all for the config. I'm just going to go ahead and save that and restart my server. So I'm now back on the server, and if I turn around here, you can see that the card is spawned in the right position with the right model. And if I go ahead and click E on him, we can see that our new vehicle is here. It should be a Escalade TDM. I believe that's this one, to 20,000. No, might not have saved it, but it's definitely working. Might not have used the right model. That's kind of odd. It's definitely working though, and if you see here, if I purchase a vehicle and I also spawn it, you can see that it will spawn in the right position. So I think that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe.